All right, guys, just a moment. Yeah, it seems like people are waking up. They are coming now. You know, it's very difficult when like you keep going back when you are teaching. Because I don't want a situation that a lot of people are coming here, but yet they are not following up. So that is why I'm always taking my time to, somebody left chat here. Oh no, my battery is low. So sorry about this. Vera Unku. Sorry about this. It's part of the what's this thing called? Third word 3.0. God will help us. All right, guys. We can continue, right? Permission to continue. So, like I was saying, the body, if you can see it very well, it is a selector. The color is a property. The red is a value. This does not always come like this. In fact, the red can be written in a hexadecimal form. We wrote it like this for you to understand, but as a computer scientist or as a tech person, there is what we commonly use, we mostly use called hexadecimal. And why we use this is not just to confuse the outside world, but it reduces the space, the size, right? So it has a lighter size compared to when you write it in text like this. The hexadecimal, because it's closer, the number is zeros and one, right? And some alphabet in it, they are closer to the computer. And the closer a language is to the computer, the faster it is, right? So for that fact, we advise people to always use hexadecimal, especially in column. Please, whoever you are, mute, please. Thank you. So you are joining, mute. I think, yeah. All right. And the other one, okay, one thing that before I leave this body session, the body itself is an object property. An object element in HTML, unlike a class object or ID object, right? This one is an object element. This guy is enjoying this Ushahimba. What is he eating? The guy is enjoying very well. He's eating. Good evening, sir. So, and the paragraph.
I'm eating, sir.
Okay, enjoy. The paragraph is also an object element, right? That one, you don't need to create class before, but if you want a specific thing to happen to the paragraph section, definitely you're going to give it a class name, right? But if you do this, it means that all the paragraph without a class, they are going to be inheriting from this color green that you've given. Because that is a value you've assigned to this property of color and to this selector of the object paragraph. Moving on. So the better practice of CSS is what we've done so far is try adding another paragraph to the previous, and it will also look green. So let's practicalize it for you to see what we are saying. We are going to write 3 types of CSS. We are going to write inline CSS. We are going to write internal CSS. We're going to bring it to the best practice external CSS before we move on from here. So a moment, guys. Let me switch to our code to what's this thing called? Sublime, right? So I'm going to open another one. Okay. You can see this empty one, right? Hello, guys.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, very good.
Yes, sir.
All right, so now I'll go to File. By now you should know how to save. I will save it Week1 part 2 all together .html, right? I'm saving on let's save it on document. I'm using a MacBook. When you save on documents, it does not consume much space on your machine. All right, now that I have all right, that thing that I was telling you about responsiveness that starts from HTML, this is it. Content, you say start with viewport. You know, the metadata is viewport. And what kind of viewport is width equals to device dash width. Then the initial scales, you set it to 1. This is what I meant. This is the very beginning of responsiveness. That's where the whole thing starts. Okay, sorry. We're going to give it a title name. So what are we doing here? We want to, let's say, test 101 of CSS, right? And now we want to create just a heading of Otukpo Tech Workshop, right? And in the tech workshop, we want to have kind of events in there, right? So in this event, in this, what will be the event list? Let's call the first one, let's call the first one cyber security awareness. We want to call the second one, how do we call it? The effect, the impact rather of artificial intelligence the impact of artificial intelligence on community, no, on ruler, no, part of artificial intelligence. Sorry, let's say in
Just in developed world.
yeah, I'm trying to relate it to like how it helps in local security. What's this thing that Tom created called?
Livestock guard.
Yes.
It's called livestock guard.
Okay, sir. Then I'm going to change it.
Livestock
How
guard.
to use artificial intelligence to support a livestock. I don't know what he meant by that name though. All right. Then we can just still go on with tech talk show on Joy FM. Nothing personal though. This is where I live in, so I'm just trying to. All right. Then what else do we have to do? Let's say yeah, let's give a div for one thing. And we want to give a div now, right? And what we are giving a div in is to, let's say, case coding, right? Session for case coding. We're going to talk about, this is part that is difficult. Nobody is going to create any content for you. You as a programmer, you'll be responsible for creating contents and all. You can charge them, the company that you're going to be working for, if you want, right? Nobody's going to come up with the idea for you. You do all of that yourself. So you can call this one something we call Scratched MIT, where we teach children. This person is feeling sleepy already.
They battle this thing. I don't feel like.
They battle the thing, they pay attention. So another thing is Minecraft. It's because they understand and now why the bad one. If they understand, the bad one, you say, ask question, madam. So another one is Legos, building of Legos, right? There are several kids game that I teach kids online though. All right, we're going to leave this, right? Then now we're going to save it. Yeah, we're going to share, we're going to view it on this. Then I will do this and share. Where is this thing? Okay, this is it here. So yeah, this is what we have without a CSS. That is what I was trying to say. Right? This is what we can you see? Hello? Hello?
Yeah, we can see it.
Okay, very good. Why you need to see it so that we start applying CSS and the question will be limited. I'm not saying that you should not ask me, but I'm saying that the question will be limited. You need to see this is just a HTML, your H1, your list, your other lists, another list of one with this one is H2. That's why it looks smaller. And remember, these whole sessions, they have a div. They are being put in a div, right? So we want to define class into them now. We're not even bringing in IDs yet. When we define class into them, we're going to start giving you the CSS, right? So let's go back to it. Okay, now which one would you want to have a specific, this, let's say, let's give this a class name of title 1, right? Let's give this UL, let's give it another class. That class 9 is items to be, okay, I'm going to call it item 1s rather. And this one, I'm going to call this one item 2, sorry, the class. Then I'm going to call this one item 2. And this one, I'm going to call it title 2. Right? And we're going to call this one, okay. Sorry, this is the item 2 here. This one. Huh? Give it a class. Yeah, item 2. So I'm going to go change this one. I'm going to call this one container. Yep. So as far as all is concerned, this is how they look. Now, let's start with the CSS external files. Number one.
Please, I want to ask one
Yes,
thing.
go ahead. Ask. Who is asking?
Typing is Ohi. I'm
Okay.
following you and typing. But the way this your own is coming out auto this thing and you're just clicking class. So my own.
Madam, you are not doing fine. Oh, you are supposed to understand first before you practice. Please. It's not
Sir,
about
my phone, my battery. And if I didn't do it, I would not have even noticed this thing.
you know this one I told you that why my own is doing like this. Before I start writing code, I will save it. I will save it first. I will save it. Whatever file name .html. So, and if you do that, Sublime will help you by giving the auto whatever completion, or even predictively, you'll be able to see some of those things. But it's better to understand first, right? If you understand first.
Yeah, that's how I understand. I learned I do.
Yeah. Or is it that you don't have time to practice, or you think if you watch a video, then you can just, be watching the video and be practicing? That is, if you go on YouTube, right, you can download it. When I mean download, right, you click that download, and then you leave it to download. So you don't need internet to come visit it next time, because internet is a big deal here. So that is why I'm saying what I'm saying. Any other person? Before we have named this thing very correctly. As far as this is concerned, we're about to go to CSS. I would want to start the CSS with the one we call what's it called? Inline. So that one, you just say style, right? And remove these guys. And then this one. Just like this. Let me separate it very well. This is what I just wrote to. Style, open and close. And inside it, which one would you want us to start with? This one. This is our CSS. So this one, this type of CSS that you are writing inside the same document, like this, with this style and blah, 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 it's called inline. I mean, it's called internal CSS, right? Curly brackets, So you should know what this thing is now. This thing now represents that selector now. That when we say body, now this selector has a color as property, and it has a value. That value, this value is black, right? This value is a black color. This is what we use hexadecimal. Instead of you say black, then a semicolon. I'm going to use hexadecimal. I want you to learn it very quick. This is light blue. I mean light black. If you make it 6, then it's very dark black. So another thing we want to define, another property is font size. We're going to call it 30 pixel. Another thing we want to do is text align. Don't ask me, how did I know that what should go next? What is, it does not mean, it doesn't have a chronology of arrangement. You can just say, put the text align first. We want to make the text center, right? What else should we do? What else should we do? What else? Let's say text transformation, right? Text transformation, which is I'm gonna go with uppercase, means all capital. Let's save and go see this thing first. Then you will see the effects. I'm gonna open in a browser. You're gonna see this very, very big. And it's in the center Otukpo Tech Workshop. If I have given it a very other color, let's say, let me give it a powdered blue. And say, but you're not seeing that one again. So I'm just going to come refresh. See powdered blue. It doesn't look good. Which color am I going to give? Let me see. D2. 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 Yeah, that one. Oh no, it's gray. Oh, I'm just gonna can try to check the color around it. Yeah. So I'm gonna copy this color. I'm gonna go put it there. All right. Yep, this looks like a beautiful color. Did you see this? So if I share with you the code, this is all what I've just done. This is just CSS that we've written so far. This is the class name. You know, I told you want to write a class name is with a period first. If it is an ID, you start with a hashtag first, right? A period, which stands for selector, then color. Now we did not say background color, we say color, means effects on the object, right? There are several things to put, padding is not here, margin is not here, all of those things, right? Text decoration is not here, like underline and all, you know. Text style, text weight is not here, like being it bold or whatever. So question, this only on this title. You see these things. If you want me to just separate it for you to see, is it very tiny? Can just increase it for you. Question before we move on, please. This type of CSS is called internal CSS. Guys, are they still here?
We are still here.
Okay. Mr. Emmanuel and Okesin, where is this, my friend? Emmanuel Aigba. What's this guy's name again? Unum. He's always okay. He's the one that said that he's on transit. Guys, how are you checking it? Mr. Abba. Is he Abba Omeinu? Omeinu. It's very difficult, you don't mind it to pronounce. Omeinu. Omeinu, like, is it like the longer throat thing? Really? Okay. Yes. Question. Ask question. I'm seeing Elizabeth here. Edwin Ogaba. Yeah, welcome, sir. Hello, 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 hello. Tony Echo is not here. Should we cut this silence? Is it to continue or is that you are confused, not convinced? Who's the spokesperson for this group? Okay, Sim, please go ahead. Or he go ahead.